is the Clyde Mountain in Monga National Park. There's about 35 k's of four-wheel drive tracks and fire trails that run from the river valley at Nelligan all the way up about 800 metres to near the top of the Clyde Mountain. A few days before Christmas, I took the Tiger for a run up there. Still had the standard tyres, probably not that smart, and turned out to be a bit more of an adventure than I bargained for. Hope you enjoy the video. Well, I made it to the back of the Clyde Mountain. Came up Old Bolero Road, which is a road I've tried before when I first got the bike. I found it a bit daunting. I thought, now that I've got a few more months experience under my belt, I'd give it a crack. But unless you got really good off-road tyres, I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, lucky to get through, to be honest. Had a bit of a drop. Monged up my brake lever. Even lost the vent out of my helmet. Yeah. Oh, bit shaky. That's what adventure bike riding's about, I guess. But yeah, a bit silly. Get some tyres, mate. Jeez. On we go to the Clyde Mountain, Western Distributor. Nice sedate ride home, I hope. Okay, a bit of a twist in the tail. Thought I was on clear running Misty Mountain Road to get back onto the Clyde Mountain and Kings Highway, and pretty easy trip home. Except for this. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. It's wow, yeah, a bit of a challenge. A couple of four-wheel drivers I passed maybe 2 or 3 kilometres back. I might go back and I don't know, see if I can chainsaw maybe. Stay posted. The perils of Misty Mountain Road. Second time I've been stopped by a tree on this road. This one's a little bit more serious, I guess. There were some four-wheel drivers back a couple of kilometres. Went back and they'd gone. They're obviously gone back down Old Bolero Road into Nelligan. And I can't go back down there. It's I was struggling to get up there, to be honest. So anyway, what I've done, taken the screen off. Thank God for the old toolkit, eh? Took the screen off. Managed to get the bike under the tree, dug a bit of a trench. Just having a break now, and yeah, anyway, I'll have another crack and then I'll decide if I call the cavalry in to get me out of this. And I just hope this is the only tree that's down. Okay. I battled on for about another half an hour, but the ground was too slippery, the tyres weren't working, there was no head clearance under the tree. It was getting late, everything was stacked up against me really, so I finally made the decision to call for help. But while I was waiting, thankfully, some four-wheel drivers, Simon and Darcy, came up the track behind me. I'm so grateful those guys did, because the dramas weren't over yet, and as it turns out, there was no access for help to get through. I pushed on after the first tree, grateful for the help from Simon and Darcy, and hopefully getting home before dark. But as I got further up the road, I got a little bit concerned about the number of branches and small trees that were down. And lo and behold, before I got too much further, another big tree down. Simon and Darcy, my four-wheel drive mates, who just happened to be coming up the track, got me under this one. Really wasn't bargaining for this today. So that's 2 trees I've had to dig my way under. Just putting the Tiger back together now, put the screen back on. Simon was good enough to give me his number so that if, heaven forbid, I get further down this trail and run into more strife. So grateful for their help, because yeah, to call for help and have it come from this other direction wasn't going to happen, because they wouldn't have got through this big bugger. So okay, getting a bit late in the afternoon now. Oh, time to go home. I'll check in when I'm back safe. At the end of the day, everything worked out okay. I did have a good adventurous day, but I was lucky. A couple of obvious lessons to come out of this. Make sure your tyres are right for where you're going to go. Wet and slippery, it's worth having good tyres. And probably best not to do these sort of things on your own. Buddy up if you can. I was lucky. I did have mobile range. Had plenty of water, so things worked out okay. At the end of the day, I'll keep adventuring, and please keep watching. Hope you enjoyed it.